Alright guys, this is Ratchet Throw and we are playing Criminal Case Traveling Time Case 21 Anchors Aweigh. And Jack is drunk and he's just gonna tell us where our victim was last seen. Yeah. Katrina, you gotta try some of this grog stuff. It's delicious. Jack, are you drunk? I only had a couple of drinks. Okay, maybe half a dozen. But it was to celebrate our escape from that horrible altar present. But I was talking to a guy at the tavern and I learned some stuff about your victims where the place he was before he got killed. Apparently the governor had a party at his plantation house last night. The victim and his crewmates were there. Interesting. If the victim was at the party, it's possible the killer was too. Good idea. We gotta go check out the governor's house. Let's go. Okay. Shortly after at the governor's plantation house. Your Excellency, we're investigating the murder of... Privateers! I can't speak with you now. There is a problem of the utmost importance of food. My collection of rare exotic butterflies has escaped. Butterflies? Years of hunting and collecting, gone in a flick of a colorful wings. I can do nothing else, including speak with you, until they are safely returned to their confinement. Well, I suppose we can help you with that. Come on, Katia, let's take a look around for those butterflies. And if you see something of interest to our case, don't hesitate to pick it up. Roger that. Alright, we're gonna find some butterflies for you. And when I find them, how do I catch them? Do I have a net of some sort? Oh, there are some butterflies here. Katia, that food tray is covered with beautiful butterflies. They must be attracted to the leftover sweets from last night's party. Those have to be the escaped exotic butterflies from the governor's collection. We'll have to collect them very carefully before they finish the crumbs and fly away. Yeah. Oh, and this is a dance card. Women used to carry these at parties as a queen list of men to dance with during the party. Imagine living in an era where this is a thing. Between Kai and Theo, my dance card's already full. Heh, yeah. The names inside are faded. Let's recover them and see who else was at this party with the victim. And this letter book is interesting, Katrina. The cover says HFC, but the rest of it is worn away. Let's take a closer look. Okay. Alright, let's first see this letter book. Ah, I guess it's supposed to say HMC High War. That's the ship our victim was working at. Good, the letter book you found says HFC High War on the cover. This is also the logbook from the victim's ship. There's too much material here to go through ourselves, so we should send it to Marina to see if there's anything relevant to our investigation. Okay. Okay, now the names around here. Good deal. This escort belongs to an Isadora Haddonfield. She must be the governor's daughter. And it looks like Isadora danced quite a few times with Barnabas during the party. We should ask Isadora if she noticed anything amiss during all that time spent with the victim. Yes. Okay, let's now collect the butterflies somehow. Got one. Right next to each other. Okay, we got him. Fantastic, Atreya. You captured the governor's butterflies. Let's get him back to him and hopefully he'll be prepared to speak with us about the murder. Okay. Alright, let's first have a chat with Isadora. Miss Heatherfield, we'd like to ask you some questions. Oh, I was unaware they allow women to serve as privateers. You look quite smart in that uniform. Thank you, Miss Heatherfield. That is sweet of you to say. We see that you danced with Barnabas Dicker last night. Ah yes, we had just made each other's acquaintance. He regaled me with tales from the high seas, visits to distant lands, encounters with pirates, matters of life and death. I lent him a string from my bodice and he taught me to tie some of the most important knots for a sailor to know. Why do you ask? Well, I'm sorry to say we found him murdered at the port earlier today. Oh dear, how heartbreaking to think such an exciting life was brought to such an early end. May he rest in peace. Okay, you know how to tie knots. Alright, let's talk to the governor now. We got your butterflies. Oh, thank you, privateers, for recapturing my butterflies. How can I repay you? Please tell us what you know about Officer Barnabas Dicker of the HFC Highmore. We understand he was here at your party last night. Ah yes, a nincompoop. He drank most of the champagne we had shipped in from France for the occasion and made quite a fool of himself by the end of the night. We found Officer Dicker earlier today with his throat slashed open. Oh goodness! I must say I am grateful that did not occur here at my home. What an awful mess that must have been. I suppose the HFC Highway will be searching for a replacement gunner. I do hope for their sake they find one who is less of a Zeus. I'm afraid that is all I know about this matter. I thank you again for returning my butterflies. Please excuse me, I must return them to their terraria. Okay, so you don't know anything. What's in the logbook? Marina, did you find anything useful in the HFC Highmore's logbook? Yes, Captain Shadrack's day-to-day record lists a number of incidents wherein he believed the victim was trying to kill him. Oh. Listen, the men fire at seagulls for sport. If only one such bird, Barnabas swung his barrel to me and held it there. A look in his eye I cannot put into words. So is that true? Did the victim have a name for the captain? I'm not convinced of that. None of the situations include a clear threat. The pattern I see in the captain's thinking is a subtle case of delusional disorder. In the last century, he says, I have no proof beyond what I have seen, but Dicker has painted a target upon my face which no amount of soap can remove. Wow, do you think the captain's delusions could have driven him to murder? It's a distinct possibility. We've seen people kill for less. Well, looks like you better take a closer look at Captain Shadrach. Oh. You were a little paranoid? Let's chat with the captain again. Captain, we found your logbook. Why didn't you mention you're suspicious about Officer Dicker before? You would have believed me to be his murderer. Well, the fact that you kept it a secret makes me even more suspicious. What would I give for killing him after arriving at port? Best to tie a barrel to his ankle with a bowline knot and push him into the open sea. I did think about it, I admit. That was a wanted to replace me as captain of the Highbar, I know it. His eyes fired daggers every time they met mine. I took to it if I saw a pork in my private quarters for fear he would poison it. But I assure you, privateers, I did not murder a member of my crew. I want as badly as you do to put the question of Officer Dicker's murder to rest. Captain, we hope your fears about Dicker did not push you to extremes. And speaking of the ship, Katrina, I believe this warrants another look around. So he actually did nothing but your suspicions. But we only have your word against him. Enough to kill? Can't find the nest. Oh, there it is. With the suitcase there. Oh god. No, not gonna make it. That's because I had problems finding the nest. There, I need only extra 5 seconds. Katria, what do you suppose this one box is for? A sword, I presume. Here it says Felix Humphrey on it, so it belongs to the ship's surgeon. I agree, let's get it open and see if there's anything helpful inside. And if the murder happened here on the ship as we suspect, Katrina, this crate is the perfect place to hide evidence. Let's dig in. Okay. Alright, let's unlock it. Okay, everything that surgeon needs. Look, Katria, here are all the surgeon's medical tools. But what is that torn paper about? We should restore it. Okay. Well, I was expecting a sword to be in the crate in that briefcase because it's obvious that the murder weapon was a sword. Oh, a net with blood. Maybe that's where you were caught, right? Katia, there's a fish net in this crate and it's got blood on it. Oh, good eye. There's a button that was missing from Dickerson's jacket. We did find evidence the murder was committed on the ship deck. This wasn't what the killer used to woo the body to the port. There's only one way to find out. Let's send this net to the lab. Okay. Okay, now let's store this paper. Katia, the paper you found in the searcher's box is a death acknowledgement form. Sounds like some kind of IOU. I owe you, I get it. It says, I, Felix Humphrey, admit to the face of defeat that I owe a debt of £50 sterling to my victor in whist. One Barnabas sticker. Whoa, Katria, I just did the conversion and apparently £50 sterling in 1790 was equivalent to $15,000 in 2029. That's a lot of money. You're right, Felix didn't sign it and it was torn to pieces, since he disagreed about this debt to the victim. Let's see what Felix has to say about this. Okay. $15,000 for what? Dr. Humphrey, we understand you owed Officer Dicker quite a bit of money. Yes, I lost multiple games of whist against Barnabas, but he kept making crazier and crazier bets. Well, I planned to call him out on his little game and claimed I'd match his bets. But I lost every hand and wound up £50 in the negative. My entire savings gone. As I say, don't gamble and don't bet. Everyone on the ship knows I've been saving my money for a long time, preparing to start a surgical practice on dry land and escape this infernal hunk of driftwood. Without that money, all I'd have left are my tools, the clothes on my back, and my remaining salt pork rations. And there was no way to find an accord between you? Barnabas refused, after I'd been like a mentor to him. I was the one who taught him to tie knots. Doctor, if we discover you murdered Barnabas to avoid paying your debt, you'll get your wish of staying on dry land. Imprisoned. Yeah. Oh, it could be you. Is there something else on the fish net other than button and blood? Oh no, it's loading slowly, but that's probably because Criminal Case wasn't working this morning when I tried to access the game. And also internet. Internet was a bit messy when I was just on the Zoom lecture. Okay, hope nothing is going to happen. Theo, is Katrina's hunch correct? Did the killer use the fish net to drag Dicker from the crime scene to the port? Yes, on top of his button, which you already spotted, the blood on the neck was also the victim's. So there was a lot of the victim tagged up in that clue. But did the killer leave anything behind? Well, in two places where the killer must have held the net. I found traces of Cochlaria. Cochlaria was also known as scurvy grass and was commonly used to treat cases of scurvy on the high seas. Scurvy is a disease caused by a deficiency of vitamin C, which Cochlaria can cure. So finding it here, Katrina tells me that your killer has scurvy. And that is... well, when you catch the killer, they'll get plenty of vitamin C. But the C stands for cell. Ha ha! There have been some interesting developments in the mystery of this murder mariner, Katrina. We got some polarizing opinions of him. The governor said he was a champagne-guzzling Zeus, but the governor's daughter seemed charmed by him. Here on his ship, the victim was firm about taking Felix's life savings after their whist game. while Captain Ellis was sure the victim was actually trying to kill him. We'll need some more time to gather clues before we... Anchors aweigh! Privateers, unless you long to see the West Indies, I suggest you disembark immediately. Oh wait, you ain't going anywhere. Katia, this ship is leaving port. You're not leaving anywhere. This ship is the crime scene. Wow. Alright, we're gonna stop here. We gotta continue playing in chapter 3. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like to this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!